Hi, it's Pauly G back with another math question. This one from David. At the beginning of an experiment, a scientist has 320 grams of radioactive goo. After 120 minutes, her sample has decayed to 20 grams, and they want us to find that equation. Well, this takes on the form of y equals a times b to the x. Okay. So our goal here is to find the values of a and b. That is the goal of this function. So in this case, g of t equals a times b to the t value. Okay, so when they say a scientist has 320 grams of radioactive goo at the beginning of an experiment, what time is at the beginning? Well, that's time t equals 0. Okay. So t equals 0, well then g will be 320 grams. Okay, so then that is 0, 320. So that's the point that they gave us. Now that's really critical, all right? Now for the next one that they gave us, they said, well, time was 120 and it was 20 grams. All right, cool. So the first thing that you should plug in is this one. This is called the initial condition, okay? So if y equals a times b to the t power, well, y is the number of grams, the amount of the substance, equals a times b to the 0 power. What is anything to the 0 power? Okay, if you don't know, you can try something in your calculator, maybe 2 to the 0 as an example. If you don't believe me, b to the 0 power or anything to the 0 power is 1. So you're just going to cross that out. The initial condition in a exponential growth or an exponential decay, if it's of this form, it doesn't have any kind of shifts or anything like that, well, that's going to give you, the initial condition will give you the a value. So now we have g of t equals 320 times b to the t power. All right, now we're going to plug in our second point. So the number of grams was 20 when the time was 120. Okay, well, we need to isolate the b to the 120 power. So I'm going to divide by 320. So it's going to be 20 divided by 320 equals b to the 120 power. All right, well, 20 divided by 20 is 1, and 320 divided by 20 is 16, okay, because there's 5 20s in every 100, and then there's 1 left over, so 15 and then another 1, equals b to the 120 power. Well, now what? How do we isolate b? Well, if we had b squared equals 9, we would just take the square root of both sides and get b. But this time we have b to the 120th power, so we won't do the square root, we'll do the 120th root. Okay, so that's interesting. All right, so the 120th root will cancel that out. Now, ooh, that does not look good. That's a 1 2 0. You can't tell. 1 2 0. I tried. Okay, well, if you don't know how to plug that into your calculator, you'll just do b equals 1 over 16 and then to the 1 over 20. 1 over 120. Oh, it's not letting me write it. Let's see. b equals 1 over 16 to the 120th power. You should get a number for b, and at that point, you can just plug it back into your equation here. I hope that helps, and that concludes the question.